guys, thanks for stopping by SmokinSteve's. We got a good one for you today. We're going to be cooking up a pork loin, and we've cut it up into chops about 1.25 inches thick. It's really simple to cook, and they're really good. These pork loins, I love fixing these things. You can fix them up several different ways. You really get your money's worth. You know, you might be able to pick up a pork loin for $15 and you can eat on it for, you know, 3-4 times, maybe 5 times. You can cut it up into chops. You can cook the whole loin at one time and then cut it up. You can cut it into thin slices and pound it out and make pork cutlets out of it. There's just several things you can do, and it's all good. It's all good. But we cut these into chops and saved part of the loin for another cook, and froze these chops, and I got them pulled out of the freezer here, and I'll show those to you. And they're thawing out right now, but after they get thawed out, we'll get it all prepped up and ready to go. But let me show you what we got so far. Okay guys, here's 4 pieces we've got cut up, and they're really looking nice. So thickness wise, maybe 1 inch or so. Inch and a quarter. Pretty nice size pieces. But we're going to let these guys thaw out. Give them a dose of extra virgin olive oil. Get them seasoned up. And get them thrown on that Bullseye. And these are really going to be tasty. And really going to be easy. So I'm going to let these guys get thawed out before we get the seasoning on there. Okay guys, while that pork loin's thawing out, I thought I'd go ahead and show you what we're cooking on today. And that's the Rectech Bullseye. And I love this custom cart I had made from DRGcustomcarts. And I'll have a link under the video if you want to check those out. And we'll be cooking today with Bear Mountain bourbon barbecue pellets. But guys, I got a cast iron grate in this Bullseye that I'll show you. I've had a lot of comments and requests about this grate that I have. It's a cast iron grate, and I love cooking on it. And I'll have a link under the video and that where you can pick up one of those and check those out if you want. So we'll be getting this thing fired up as soon as the pork loin gets thawed out and we get them seasoned up. Okay guys, these pork loin chops are almost thawed out, but I'm going to go ahead and help them along here and go ahead and get that rub on there. And hopefully that'll speed up the process a little bit. But first of all, we're going to coat them up with some extra virgin olive oil. And I got this little sprayer here that really works good. I'll have a link underneath the video for one of these as well. Guys, I got a bunch of links under there of some of my favorite stuff, so be sure to check those out. So we're just going to give these guys a spray here and get that rub put on. We're going to do both sides. Now I got a little mixture here that I made up. It happens to be Chris Lilly's 6-time World Championship pork shoulder rub. And this is really good stuff, guys. I'll include that recipe here along in the video. You can check that out and make you up some if you want. It's really good. So we're going to go ahead and coat this up pretty good here. Get a nice coat on there. One thing about doing it this way, cutting these chops up, you can get this rub on both sides and on the edges. You can just get it on the whole piece of meat. And if you do the loin, cook the loin up without cutting it into chops, you'll just have the spices and rubs on the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and continue coating these up, do the edges and flip them over, and we'll continue to let them thaw out, and then we'll get that grill fired up. Okay, here they are all seasoned up. Looking pretty good already. And that rub's smelling good. So I'm going to get that Bullseye fired up, and we're going to start out at 225 and let these chops take on a little smoke, and then we'll be cranking that temperature up. Okay guys, I got these chops thrown on the grill here. Did get up to 225, so we're going to start smoking these for a little bit, and then we'll be cranking that temperature up. But I got the temperature probe here stuck in the one of these chops. These two here are a little bit smaller, so those will probably be getting done the quickest. So I want to monitor the temperature in the smallest ones so we don't get those overcooked. So let's get her all closed up and let these guys smoke for a while. Okay guys, we're going to let these smoke. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but we're getting a lot of smoke in there. I just love these Bear Mountain pellets. They got a lot of different flavors, and what I've tried, they've all been good so far. So I'm really loving these. They don't make much ash, they burn hot, and they really flavor the food well. So we're going to let these guys smoke for a while. Okay guys, these have been smoking on here for about a half hour. Here's what they're looking like. Not a whole lot of difference, but we're going to go ahead and crank that temperature up to 375. So we'll go ahead and let these babies finish off at 375 and keep an eye on that internal temperature. We want to get these pulled off at 145 degrees. Okay guys, I got them babies pulled inside here. They're looking good, smelling good. I can't wait. Guys, there's a lot of ways to cook these up. And if you got one of these Rectech Bullseyes, I got a playlist of a bunch of different cooks on there. Be sure to check that playlist out. But right now, we're going to do the taste test. And I've been looking forward to this. Alrighty, look at that. Got me a little bite. Cooked to 145 degrees internal temperature. We're going in. Juicy. Nice and tender. Picking up some of that smoky flavor. And that rub is spot on. This is good stuff. Guys, whether you're cooking for 2, cooking for 12, cut them up into chops, cook the whole loin. You can feed an army with a loin. Pork loin's the way to go. Nice and easy. And like I say, you can feed a couple, or you can feed 10 or whatever. It's good stuff. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up. Hope to see you on the next one.